fine.
Definitely no.
No, we've been caught.
Found out.
Jeremy Beadle strikes again.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know what? There we go.
just
Me and
talking
Soph
about
talking
curry.
about curry. You caught us at it. Bloody hell.
Giving me
I
a
can't say
wink
that.
there,
I'm swore. I'm so shocked by that. You didn't really hear that either. I apologise for any bad language that your Uncle Chidge might have said, but there were extenuating circumstances. Anyway, I am stand for Chidge. This is the lovely Sophie, Jonathan, Seb, Pablo. They are over there. There, Pablo's waving very nonchalantly.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. And the benches are over there who are laughing their heads off at my unprofessionalism at the beginning of this part. And this part is all about fannies. No, not your rear end if you're in America. It's about the FanCast Awards, the match awards. And it's for the Maribor game. And we're going to start off with... You're giggling. I heard you giggling.
No, I was giggling. Now I'm just like looking at it in disgrace.
Okay, all right. So we should. Right, man of the match. The nominations are hopefully not as contentious as it was for the Liverpool game. Cahill. Schoolboy error, mate.
Sure.
No, first up, Hazard. Second up, Matic. Third up, Oscar. Discuss. Seb.
I would have put Zuma in.
Zoom. Yeah, I was really tempted to
Because
actually.
he nearly scored.
Yeah.
And there was a chance that Maribor had, I think,
She
the
kicked
first
off
20
the line.
minutes, kicked off the line and pushed their striker's side. And to be fair, every game, slowly but surely, he's kind of getting to this rhythm of playing really well. I don't know why people were thinking of getting rid of him in the summer and taking him, putting him on loan. But he's a good backup. So.
Was that what people were considering? I didn't know.
Yeah, people. But anyway, going back to the actual man of the match. It's got to be Hazard. It's got to be Hazard because he was involved in everything in the second half, and he could have won the game. He won the penalty, and yeah, I'll go with Hazard.
Okay, Jonathan.
I thought Oscar held it together.
Yeah.
For me.
For me, he made a huge difference when he came on.
Yeah.
You know, he galvanised that game.
I think that's why we had that last 15 minutes where we were.
Yeah.
I think was it Dan Levine described it earlier on Twitter as we're playing like a wet fart. and I responded. I responded with after the 50 minute. I think the fart is getting more solid.
He could have. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that a journalist of his calibre didn't shorten that to "we're playing like a shard." You know.
Yeah, because that's not really as good as.
Well, that's what a wet fart is, mate.
Conversation.
Yeah, I don't know that. I'm sorry.
Don't you?
No, I haven't come across that. I've had a sheltered life, as you know.
Yeah. You'll follow through one day.
But no, that was the next one. Is somebody put? I feel we've now followed through.
Touching cloth.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So you're going for Oscar. Pablo.
I haven't seen the game, so...
Oh, well, you can just pick anything around him and talk nonsense like I do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretend you've seen
Hazard
it.
for the penalty. No, it doesn't work quite.
No.
It's probably Hazard anyway, I would imagine.
Yeah,
kind of,
you know.
I
everything
thought
goes
Matic
through
got it
really,
together in
doesn't
the
it?
last 20 minutes. I think
It's-
and he scored.
They were a lot better.
I'm really surprised actually because I mean actually I'm glad that you mentioned Zuma because I was really tempted to put him in for a nomination because I thought he had a good game. I mean I thought Matic. I mean we didn't really talk about this during the when we were talking about the actual match, but I thought Matic was the only one who showed his same level of desire throughout the game as he normally does, and he scored the goal. Yeah. And I thought he put in a good shift. I think I agree with you about Oscar. I think Oscar really did galvanise them. But I thought, you know, that 30-minute period towards the end of the game, I thought Hazard was superb. He tried his heart out, you know, doing what he normally does.
It was a bit like against QPR. I just went, right, I'm just going to win this
Yeah,
game.
it was like that,
He was
wasn't
just
it?
like, I've had enough. I want to score. Let's go home.
But he disappeared a bit earlier on. You wonder what was going on earlier on. Why he wasn't.
Well, complacency, mate.
Yeah,
I think we, you know.
Make sure it doesn't creep in.
All right, so Pablo's going for Hazard. You are going for Hazard. You're going for
Oscar.
I'll go for Oscar.
No, really, Smoke. You
No,
surprised me.
no. I do have a reason. It's not favouritism. I don't think he held things together. I think he stopped it from verging on a complete disaster. Yeah. That's why he gets my vote. No favouritism there.
Okay. Have you given up on social media and all that?
It wasn't working, so
Okay.
I put it down for a second.
You've got a technical fault with the iPad.
Yes, we do, but don't worry. Hopefully within the break, I will sort it out and come back to you.
I don't know who to go for, really, at all. Blimey. I don't know. Maybe Oscar, I think, because I think he changed it round. Benches, what say you?
I'm going for Hazard because I just love watching him play, and I thought he had a really good last half an hour.
Gaffer?
Oscar.
Andy?
Yeah, Oscar, game changer.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I think it's leaning towards Oscar, really, isn't it? But it's a toughie, really. You know, generally the performances weren't that good, but Oscar seems fair enough to me. Right. You lot out there, when I put these up on the website, I'd be interested to know what you vote for, actually, because we found that one quite tough. Now, chance of the match, I think there's an obvious standout here, but it depends on where you stand on this, because Sidders or Sid Celery was very vociferously cross with people, but then Sidders is always cross with people, go follow. I love Sidders, I really do. And he's a very, very bright guy, and he does say some very interesting things, but sometimes I think he gets it wrong.
He's table tennis, doesn't he?
Does he play ping pong?
He does.
He strikes me as the kind of guy that would play ping pong. He's probably a ping pong grandmaster, isn't he? Anyway, right, chance of the match in reverse. Well, not in reverse order, because we haven't voted yet, but the two old standouts, which I absolutely love. If you do not sing "We All Follow the Chelsea Over Land and Sea" at an away match, you should be, or particularly a European away match, you need to be shot. And I did hear that loud and clear. I also, when like me at home, I think they started to get a bit galvanised. We heard of quite a few Chelsea, which again has got to be sung. But I'm sorry, I'm going to go for the easy comedy moments. Now, there were many songs, shall we say, directed at Jose Mourinho for basically coaching the fans of the game before. Some of them I can't repeat, but the one that really was, I think, the funniest was Jose, give us a song. It was also quite the kindest. But what you were there, what other songs were going on?
There's this song that I haven't heard. Well, I'm sure it's really old, but the Olé song.
Olé.
Just recently, it's been sung quite a lot. So yeah, that was a good one. But the best one was Jose Give Us a Song, because there was one point during the game where he sort of came out from his little, I don't know, whatever you call it, where they sit, dugout. There you go. And he sort of heard us say it. Yeah, he sort of heard us say it and slightly turned around for like 1 second.
That's the dugout there.
Yeah, slightly turned around, looked at the Chelsea fans for 1 second, and then obviously turned away. But then we obviously kept singing it, so that was a really good song.
He did actually reply in his press conference. He was asked about it, and he
Was
said,
he really?
He went, "Oh, forget about it.
Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it.
He probably would have given us a song, to be
We
honest.
should have done it in a Sopranos-esque sort of way. Forget about it.
There he is.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was quite humorous. I think that's, I think that's what Chelsea supporters have always been about. I can't remember the other ones they sang at him, but were they polite?
There wasn't anything. There was nothing.
It was
aimed.
humorous, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was humorous, and it was more. It wasn't more to be like nasty or anything like that. We were just trying to involve him in the whole.
I don't think anybody would ever be nasty to
No, I know. I mean, as in, it wasn't meant to annoy anyone. It was just generally to try
I
and
thought it was
involve
quite funny. I mean, Sidders was quite vehement, saying, "Oh, how you know?" He just. There's no point even saying what he said, because he. Look at this. Hang on. Whoa. Camera on Jonathan, please. Look at this. Look, there we go. Special one shirt.
I have to wear it.
Special one tummy.
What I like about these is you can actually, he'll be with us for a very long time. So
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
He will. So
I
you
hope
keep
so.
wearing it.
All right, so I'm going to go for Jose. You're going to go for Jose. Jose, give us a song.
I will as well.
Jose.
Oh, unanimous. Benches?
Unanimous.
Yeah.
Jose.
Yeah. I think so. It's all part of what it's supposed to be about.
What else are you going to sing?
You can't take a bit of Bants and Housery, then who are you, you know? You're not the Jose Mourinho I know and love. You know, Bantosaurus Rex, the Lord of Banterbury. It's the Archbishop of Banterbury.
Yes.
That's right. It's all about Bants, Jose. You'll be all right. Okay, Guinness
Worst thing in the
moment.
world.
What? You don't like Bants, do you, Pablo?
I hate bands as well.
No. Bants is right. Housery, isn't it, really?
Arsenal.
It is. Never mind.
It's Bants, isn't
Do you
it?
spell Bants with an umlaut? If you spell
you
Bants
ask-
with an
if you-
umlaut, it would be Bints, wouldn't it? Or Bents.
Barnes.
Bints.
Barnes.
Bints.
Barnes.
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 It would be Barnes, wouldn't it?
Barnes.
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 Benches say Barnes.
And he says Barnes.
Barnes. We have some nice Barnes today on Twitter with our little umlauts. Anyway, where were we? Guinness moment. Right, Guinness moment. We've got, there were some quite good ones here. I wonder if you remember these. Right. There was a great ball by Oscar, and he played it through to Hazard, who then ran on, and he was one-on-one with the keeper, and he should have scored. But the ball, it was kind of like I could try to remember it. It was just,
What a swivel chair did he get?
I've got a swivel chair. Hang on, back on me. Swivel chair. Swivel pass. It was a bit like that actually. Apart from he wasn't on a chair.
He was pivoting then.
I pivoted. It wasn't. If I did it twice.
Double pivots.
Double pivot.
You get double
That's
pivots going.
All right, so he did a great pass to Hazard. He then messed it up. It's a bit of a shame. Funnily enough, and yet another Hazard chip up for a Costa volley. Although this time he did volley it, and I think the keeper
Yeah,
made
that
a
was
mistake.
decent. Yeah.
Their keeper had another worldie.
We didn't mention their keeper. What a great! They had some great names. Handovic. Perfect name for a Slovenian goalkeeper.
Yeah,
Handovic.
his cousin is the Lazio keeper.
Is
I
he?
think, Handanovic. So like, yeah,
Handanovic.
Handanovic.
What to be?
So if he had another cousin, it would be Handanovic. So Handanovic, great name for a
His
keeper.
son would be
Centre forward.
Handanovic.
Handanovic.
Striker should be Skorovic.
Skorovic. My favourite Slovenian player was Misalotovic. Remember him? He used to play for Villa.
Yes.
Yeah, he was rubbish, wasn't he? But I tell you that they also had a member of a great soul band playing for them called the Tavares.
It's exactly the second he got the ball, I went, heaven
I
must
knew
be
you would.
missing an angel.
And they had that strange advert for the well-known online retailer Argus playing as well. Did you see that?
Yes.
They had some comedy names. Anyway, so Hazard chipping up the ball, which is great. He just kind of like chips it up.
Yeah,
and
it was
Oscar,
great. It was a great moment. I
Costa
agree,
tried to
yeah.
do a bicycle kick. That was great fun. I like that. And the other thing I liked a lot was Drogba did this. And Drogba's been doing this a lot recently, and I know I keep going on about it. And I'm going to keep going on about it until people agree with me. But Drogba did this beautiful through ball for Hazard, who ran onto it and then ran into the penalty area, got fouled for the penalty, which he then stupidly missed. So those are my three nominations.
It was one of the Drog's better moments, that actually. I would go for the Hazard lob. I thought that was exquisite.
It was clever, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
And I mean, you know, if Handovic hadn't have got his Handovic on it, then it would have been a great goal.
He had inspired.
He did. He had a worldie,
20
that
minutes,
keeper.
he
That's
did.
twice that's happened, because
Yeah.
the Sporting keeper had a worldie, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
So did the Bolton
The
keeper.
Bolton keeper.
And the Bolton keeper, yeah. We need to get Costa to nobble one of them. Or just send Ramirez on. He's always. So it's okay if he gets sent off. It doesn't matter, does it?
I like that thing though. If somebody running into him and he puts his hand up and elbows him in the face, it's good. And they get booked.
He's going for the Hazard chip.
Hazard chip. Yeah,
Yeah,
same,
going for the Hazard chip. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
good.
you like that?
That'd have been a great goal.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Sophie?
Me, I will go for exactly what they just said.
You're going to go for the Hazard chip too. What are they saying on there? Have you got?
Well, I've just literally just got it to work, but it seems they've been having their own conversations. So
Well, they do that.
they do that
That's
a lot.
part of their charm, my love.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
always interesting.
We are unanimous. We are unanimously voting for the Hazard chips, the ball to Costa for the volley benches. What say you?
Yeah, I think we unanimous as well.
Blimey, a lot of congruence tonight. I'm impressed. Goodness me. Well, there you go. So for us, it's Hazard's chip for the Costa volley. Now, last but by no means least, we've got the celery moment. So the bit a bit esoteric tonight.
As
So
one would expect.
yes. So bear with me on this, and Sophie and Pablo, by all means,
I
disagree.
thought Dan Levine should be in on this. His tweet should be in on this.
Well, what was the
The
wet
one I said
fart?
about the wet
Well,
fart.
yeah, I thought that
Was it
is
something
worthy of a
about shape, wasn't it,
nomination.
or something?
Yeah, it was shaped like a wet fart.
I think it's worthy of a nomination.
Structure, yeah.
Right, what I've got from what I saw are this. Now, there was this. I found this very funny. In the first few minutes, Chelsea won a throw-in, and Branner Ivanovic takes it, and Branner basically just had the ball. He just had the ball like it was like a tennis ball for Branner. He just had the ball in one hand, so he's like this, and then he just suddenly decided to throw it in. And I don't know why, it just really made me laugh for some reason. I was completely. Am I being daft here, or was
I
that
think it's a
funny?
very personal thing for you, Chidge, that was.
Okay, I thought I might be alone with that one, but I put it in anyway.
Yeah,
you know.
thank you. Yes, no.
Putting it out there,
Yeah.
just putting it out there. Okay, we've got to put in Hazard missing the penalty, because I am convinced we hexed it last
Yeah,
week.
because you set it up so
I think so.
it's perfect.
It's all like the penalty. I know he's only missed two. They've only both been in Champions League. No one was running up to knock it in if the keeper parried it. It was only Ivanovic who was there following it up, and I don't know why no one else following it up.
Well, it was poor.
It was poor.
I mean, it was very
but-
poor of Hazard, who just
Yeah.
stood
But
there
he
going
stopped,
like
yeah.
that instead
Yeah.
of admiring his failure rather than actually
Yeah.
following it in.
Well, Ivanovic was the only one following up,
They
so it was a
were
bit.
so convinced he would score.
I know,
they
but
wouldn't make any
why take the risk?
Yeah, I agree. with you.
Anyway, but yeah, I would have voted for that as well.
All right, so Brenner holding the ball in one hand before throwing the ball. Hazard missing the penalty. Oh, the other thing I liked about it, which made it quite a celery moment for me, was that it was quite Nevin-esque. You remember when Nevin missed? Was it City? He missed that.
Yeah.
City, wasn't it?
That was
it
the
dribbled
worst,
along
the worst penalty I have ever
It's the worst
seen.
penalty ever.
That was.
There was a Nevin-esque
That
quality
was.
about that penalty, wasn't there? That kind of made me chuckle.
I remember hiding under my seat after Nevin had done that.
Bit of a retro chuckle. I wasn't there at that match, Jonathan, but I do know a lot of people who were. And there were a lot of people in that stadium who laughed at that.
I was there.
Did you laugh, Dan, when
Yeah.
Nevin missed that penalty?
I was more shocked.
I couldn't laugh. I couldn't laugh at that. I laughed at Drogba scoring in the Allianz because it was just phenomenally ridiculous.
I think I emitted a shart when
Did you?
And
I'm now
Lukaku's
having to
penalty as
accept
well.
this word as being in the
It's a real word.
in the dictionary. I've
there's
heard
a
of it.
monument to it in South London,
Yeah, that's got a-
near
it's got a-
London Bridge.
A D on it.
Have you not seen that building, the Shard? It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Beautiful architecture.
Do you find that your stools are sharp-like then?
Depends what I've been eating,
Yes.
dear.
Yeah.
Let alone drinking.
Ew.
We shouldn't go down this route. We've
No,
had
we
ladies
should not.
present. She's disapproving, Jonathan.
I am.
She's
She
one
would
of us.
be
She's
right.
one of the lads.
Now, last but by no means least, I know you all want to vote for the Hazard pen, but there is another one. And I actually have nominated the chance to Jose. You know, the great bit of bants at Josie, the rousery bants to Jose. Definitely needs a nomination.
It was a
Great bants.
Yeah,
It's great bants, wasn't it? So
hilarious, yeah.
you like a bit of bants, don't you?
I do.
With an umlaut. So there you go. So I think the Jose chance, that deserves a nomination. So out of those three, what are you going to vote
Haven't
for?
the chance been in the fannies?
Yeah, you can get a double win. You can get a double win.
A double fanny.
I feel
get double fanny.
we're a bit lacking in nominations.
It wasn't a very funny match,
No,
Jonathan.
It wasn't.
I was just thinking it was like Aston Villa's goal of the month, which they couldn't have.
Taken
That's
down.
why they scored it.
That was quality,
Thought
wasn't
that
it?
was great.
Well, it's a bit like that for this
Too
match.
slightly.
They conceded. That would have been.
It's a bit like, it's not very Monty Python. This match is just not funny. Move on. Nothing to see here. I mean, it was a bit, you know.
Yes.
Sorry. I tried.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
came up with three. That's not too bad.
It's not bad at all.
I
yeah.
know. So what are you going to go for?
I'll vote for Ivanovic, even though purely yours.
You're going to vote for our sympathy,
Yes,
aren't you?
because and also you've explained it well. I didn't even notice it.
I
and
know.
then
No,
think about
do you know
But
what? You
in
know
your
what?
mind,
I know.
In your mind, it was a great moment. So I'm going to vote
I
with
know.
you.
And that's the sad thing, because do you know what? I knew after I saw it, I thought, I'm going to put this as, and nobody's going to have a clue what I'm talking about, and nobody would have
They
seen
haven't-
it.
No. But I'll vote for it.
Okay, you're an absolute gentleman.
I'd go for Hazard, I miss.
You're going to go for Hazard.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it doesn't-
Yeah, it was Seb.
What he said. Hazard, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for the chance because I really, really enjoyed them.
And you were part of it, of course.
Yes,
Okay,
I
well that's
was.
fair enough. You can. You are. This is a show where you are allowed to vote for yourself, Sophie.
There you go.
So that's. I'm going to vote for. I'm going to vote for the Hazard thing.
You're not even voting for
That you made up.
That's because it's clearly stupid.
He's abandoned you, I think.
I'm left out to dry.
But we got one. We got one.
It was a
sympathy-
social experiment. to see who would go on the side.
we got one sympathy vote, so it's fine. I can move on. you know.
Okay. So
I appreciate it,
tomorrow
Jonathan.
it'll only be 1%.
I know,
It'll
but it'll be.
0.05
Yeah.
of a percent.
I'll vote on your behalf or something.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm really appreciative of the fact that you stood up there, you put your head above the parapet and were prepared to vote for my stupid nomination, and it means an awful
I've
lot.
got this image in my mind now of Branner with huge hands and this little
But
pebble of a
you
ball
know,
in his hand.
it was like it was like that.
Yeah,
It was just something quite weird about it. Anyway, so you're going for Ivanovic. You and me are going for Hazard. You're going for Hazard. You're going for Jose's chance.
Yes.
Hazard's going to win it. Benches. What say you?
Ivanovic.
Hey!
You're naughty. You all going for Ivanovic?
Yeah.
Blimey. You're very naughty. Well, that 3-4, I think that makes Ivanovic the winner. Do you feel better now?
No, I feel cheated actually. 'cause
No, they voted for you, you wally. I don't know.
That's for you, Jonathan.
Thank you. I feel
Enough,
okay now.
enough. I think it's probably, I don't know, what's the time? Yeah, it's time for a break. We're going to go for a quick break and we'll be back for Chelsea Chatter Stats
Yeah.
and Chelsea Supporter News. We'll be back in a sec. See you then.
Hooray!